Hey guys, I'm behind door number 1 and welcome back to my channel. Real talk today sucks and I normally don't record on days like this because I don't like to put you guys in the position where you're also dealing with my depression. I've talked in the past about my depression, but it's not something I like to actually record myself going through. I don't know if that makes sense. Um, but I don't want to ever make you guys worry or anything. I have my depression under control. It's just that it doesn't make it just disappear. It's still there. I thought I would, since I'm doing the challenge yourself video challenge thing, um, I I guess I have to record regardless. So, yeah, basically I don't know. Today my depression's just acting up pretty badly. So like how to describe how it is to someone who doesn't have depression is it pretty much feels like there's a spectrum of like how happy and how sad you can get. So like if this is a regular person's spectrum where they're like this and they can like get happy or sad, when your depression's acting up, well, when you have depression in general, it's always a little bit lower, but when your depression's acting up, it's like down here. So you can still be like happy, and you can still have joy and everything, but it's at a very, it's at a different level, than what people without depression experience. So like, when my depression's acting up, what I consider happy is what someone without depression would probably consider like really blah and like me or whatever, I guess. I don't know. That's how it was described to me. um so that's how I'm describing it to you guys. Um and it sucks because it's like it doesn't really seem like there's really anything that can help it. I know that caffeine sometimes helps me a little bit, or like I've been on some antidepressants that helped for a while, but then you start building a tolerance and a dependency on the drug, and they start upping the dosages and everything. And for some people that works. For me, it didn't. It worked for a while. It worked for about 8 months, and then it stopped working for me. I know that therapy helps, but it depends on who your therapist is. Like, if you can find a good therapist that actually like can really help you work through your problems and work through what's going on in your head, sometimes that can help. Um, and just being like surrounding yourself with people who bring you joy and bring you happiness and love and support and understand what you're going through and understand that when your depression is acting up, it's not their fault. It's nobody's fault. It just kind of happens. Um, And it sucks because when I was younger, I always used to have this idea in my head that like there was like something that would fix it. Like before I started dating, like before I found, my husband and everything, I used to think that if I found the right relationship, it would be like there, problem solved, no more depression. But it doesn't work that way. And my husband understands it very well. Like, even with all of his love and support, I still have depression and it still acts up sometimes because he's not like the one causing the problem. Like, me being single wasn't why I had depression, so me being married doesn't fix the problem, you know what I mean? And it's not that he doesn't make me happy or whatever, he makes me very happy and I'm very glad to be with him. But that's not why I have depression, you know what I mean? Um, and it sucks because some people out there still think that way. They had this idea that once you find whatever it is, that little missing piece, that will solve all your problems. And that's not how it works. It's not. You could sit there and like be discontent with life constantly trying to find whatever this missing miracle cure is, and because of that, you're missing out on all the happiness and love that's around you because you're so devoted to finding whatever this thing is. And I realized that um before I met my husband and before like I even went off to college actually. Because I remembered thinking like there was this guy I used to like in high school and he didn't have the same feelings for me back, so I was like down about that for a while. And I remember thinking like why is it that I'm so determined to be in a relationship right now? And I had this epiphany at one point when I was like hanging out with all of them that regardless of if I was with him or not, there was so much love with that group of friends, and there was so much like happiness and joy in the world around me that I didn't need to be in a relationship with him. You know what I mean? Like I didn't need that to be happy. That wasn't going to fix anything. And that really opened up a lot of doors for me. That helped me realize that when I did find the one, I would be with him not because I needed him, but because I wanted to be with him, because he made me happier, he made my life richer and grew me as a person. And um, I really think that that helped form and strengthen my relationship once I did meet, you know, once I did meet my husband. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the fact that he's my husband now. I'm still getting used to that. Because I still want to like call him my fiance, because he was my fiance for like 2 years. But I don't know. It's just strange because like a lot of people will ask you, you know, well, what can I do to help you, or what can I do to make your day better, or they'll be like, "Oh, well, at least think of this or at least think of that." And I'm like, "That's great and all. I'm acknowledging that. I understand that." But it's not the source of my depression, so it doesn't solve my depression. Um, and it sucks because a lot of people who have depression have it. I believe they're coming out with studies now where it's a combination of um, a chemical imbalance with like emotional trauma or something. I don't know fully anymore because it's a constant, like, they're still doing research on it. They've acknowledged that it is a mental illness, they've acknowledged that there is a chemical imbalance of some sort that can be helped with medications, but they're still trying to figure out if it's something that you're born with or if it's something that you grow into because of the experiences you have around you. There are scientific words for these that I can't remember right now. I think it's like behavioral and I don't remember. Like the one where you're like influenced by the external forces or internal forces, whatever. You know what I mean? um it's something that's frustrating because it's like with the chemical imbalance at least, there's literally nothing we can do besides like medications, it seems. And so I don't know if this happens with you guys too, but I know with me, I am the type of person that I try to find what is wrong in order to fix it. um like with every aspect of my life. Like if I'm angry, I'll sit down and be like, okay, why am I angry? What set this off? Like, how can I fix this so I can stop feeling this way? So with my depression, it gets really frustrating because there's literally like no reason. Like I was happy as can be this morning, and then all of a sudden it was like a switch went off and everything seemed gray around me and everything just sucks and I have no energy to do anything. I'm surprised I'm able to even record right now. um and all I want to do is just like lay in bed and cry, and I don't know why. And it's frustrating because it's like I can't sit down and figure out the reason for it because there literally is no reason for it besides a chemical imbalance. and it just really sucks because it's not like my mind, like I've had it before too where like my mind will wander off to like unpleasant memories and that will trigger it, but that's actually really rare for me. Like normally it has no cause, it just happens where I'll wake up and it'll just be like no energy in my body, no will to get out of bed, no like, I don't know, no excitement about the day or like motivation to do anything, and all you want to do is just curl up in a ball and just cry for no reason. And it's just unfortunate. Um, and it just sucks that it's not something that you can like fix right away. Because even when you do medications, it takes about a month for them to start working once you start taking them. I remember I had an issue with that with the first time I was on antidepressants because I wasn't seeing results, so I thought something was wrong, and I kept talking to my doctor about it. And it wasn't until about 3 weeks in that they said, "Oh, well, you wouldn't be experiencing any like changes until like a month in," and uh, that just sucked, because that month of waiting, like if you don't realize, like if you're not informed of the fact that it's going to take a while to work, you'll just sit there and like wallow in misery, wondering why it's not working and what's happening. Like, where's the relief that you thought you were going to be getting? You know what I mean? Um, but I don't know. I don't know if they've come out with anything else that helps. I know that um, medical marijuana helps a lot with depression. I don't know if they've actually started letting people get it legally for depression. I know that they, in some states, will give it to you for like ADHD or post-traumatic stress disorder or other like mental illnesses like that, or if you have like epilepsy seizures or anything like that. I was laughing by the fact that I couldn't say it, not because epilepsy, not because epilepsy is funny. It's not funny. I can't fucking say that word. That's what's funny. Anyways, um, like I know in some states they've legalized it for that. I don't know if they've legalized it for depression yet. I hope so, because I know, like, me personally, it has helped some. It when I do it, I don't do it often. And I'm not going on record saying that I do it because I don't, but in the past I have tried it and it worked and it helped. Um anyways, we should stop talking about pot now. Oh god. What has this video turned into? Um God, I'm rambling now. Anyways, I don't want you guys to worry or anything. I just thought I'd come out here and, like, you know, talk about my depression, since it's something that I deal with almost on a daily basis. And like I said, I normally don't record on days like these because I don't ever want to worry you guys, but since I'm doing that challenge yourself thing, I have to record every day. And that's just kind of the way it is, so you guys get to see this side of me. Woo! Hope it's not too much of a downer. Hope it was somewhat educational or something. I don't know. Anyways, I guess that's it. If you guys are experiencing depression, if it's something new to you, or if it's something you are struggling with, you know, I'm always here if you want to talk. I've been dealing with it since I was about 15, I want to say 14, 15, something like that. So for about 8 or 9 years. So I wouldn't say I'm a professional or anything. I just would say that I can try and help if you want to talk. or if you just want to like have someone to hang out with or play a game with or something, we can do that. I've recently been playing Tabletop Simulator, so if you guys have that, you guys can always hit me up and we'll play a game together and just hang out until you're feeling okay. But yeah, I guess that's it, guys. So that's this weird video. Don't know what to tell you about that. Here it is. It's your baby now. So, subscribe to see more of my face. I will see your face in the next video. Bye!